This video is sponsored by Sumash, a place that's famous for best pricing and greatest after-sale service. Check the description for more information. Redmi 8 quick charging is a lie. So first things first, the design. Well, thanks to Xiaomi for bringing something at least new with the design itself. The Redmi branding right in front of the phone doesn't look bad. It's something new and refreshing as well. So we have a teardrop notch for the front camera at the top of the 6.22-inch HD Plus display, which isn't new at all. Moving to the back, we have a dual camera setup and a fingerprint reader. The fingerprint scanner seemed a little bit slower than the usual smartphones. On the left side of the device, we have the SIM card tray, and the good news is the tray is offering a dedicated slot for microSD card. And on the right side, we have all the physical buttons, which includes the volume rocker and the power button. The headphone jack is surviving at the bottom of the device, and the microSD has been upgraded to Type-C, which is fantastic at this price segment. So if we talk about the design, I'd say I like it. The design is something new and refreshing in the Redmi lineup, so it's a thumbs up from me. As we're done with the physical aspects, let's talk about the hardware. So the Redmi 8 is powered by a Snapdragon 439 processor coupled with Adreno 505, which isn't impressive by the way. I have tried a few games and applications and the lags were noticeable, which was expected. But in normal usage, the chip is capable enough to give you a fluid experience. Storage capacity starts from 332 gigs and goes up to 464 gigs, and the dedicated SD card slot supports up to 512 gigabytes. To understand more about the hardware of this smartphone, you should watch the speed test and the gaming test we did with the Redmi 8, which will be linked in the description or in the I button. And now it's time to talk about the camera. So the main camera on the Redmi 8 has a 12 megapixel f1.8 sensor and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. By the way, this 12 megapixel is an IMX363 sensor, which was used in Pixel 3 as well, which doesn't necessarily mean you will get the pixel quality photos on your Redmi 8. And long story short, I don't like this camera. Photos look fantastic when you're shooting in good lighting conditions and the colors are more true to life. But the dynamic range isn't impressive at all and the camera doesn't do justice in low light conditions. But we have a true pro mode in Redmi 8 which can make your photos look from this to this. I could have safely used a decent word to define this camera and no one would have cared. But I compared it with its direct competitor Realme 5 and it hurts me to say this is not the best camera you can get in this budget. The detailed camera comparison between Realme 5 and Redmi 8 will be live in my channel really soon, so a little tap on the subscribe button would be massively appreciated. When it comes to the selfie though, it's mighty impressive in daylight conditions and measurably falls short in low light conditions. The Redmi 8's camera has two major blinders, such that you cannot take any kind of slow-mo video from your Redmi 8. You can shoot up to 1080 with 30 FPS, even the 60 FPS is not supported. Don't even think about 4K. Plus, Xiaomi does not offer any type of stabilization on your Redmi 8, so the videos you take is gonna look very shaky. Overall, I'm not too impressed with the camera of the Redmi 8. I strongly recommend you to watch the video versus the Realme 5, which will give you a better idea why I'm not impressed with the Redmi 8's camera at all. With that being said, let's talk about one of the key selling points of Redmi 8, the 5000 mAh battery and 18W fast charging. Well, as far as the battery is concerned, I'm mighty impressed with the 5000 mAh capacity. It's gonna give you 10 hours of screen on time no matter how hardcore of a user you are. But the box does not provide you a quick charger. With the regular 10W charger that's provided in the box, you will need around 3 hours to charge your phone completely from 0 to 100%. And what's worse, even if you use an 18W quick charger, the charging time doesn't really improve. It's gonna take you 2 hours and 50 minutes to charge your phone completely. Moreover, the initial charging speed doesn't really improve. It's not the case at all that it's gonna charge your phone up to 80% very fast and then slow it down. It's just that it charges at a constant speed as if you're using a standard charger. So with all of this, do I really recommend this phone? Well, yes, but actually no. The 32GB version of Redmi 8 is gonna cost you around $120 in international market, which might be a good buy in this budget segment. But if you add a little bit more extra as much as just $10, you're gonna get the Realme 5, which I think is a way better phone than Redmi 8. The Realme 5 almost looks better in every section than the Redmi 8. Check out the detailed comparison between these two phones guys and decide it yourself. The link will be I button or in the description. The video is totally worth it. And in case you're planning to buy the 64GB version of Redmi 8, just go for the 32GB Realme 5 and add an SD card. I think that would be much more value for money looking at the comparison. Xiaomi advertised the Redmi 8 as a 5000 mAh battery and 18W fast charging giant. Well, the 5000 mAh battery is fine, but the 18W fast charging is a gimmick. But have to appreciate Xiaomi for the inclusion of Type-C instead of micro USB. Overall, I think the phone is an ambitious mistake from Xiaomi. They could simply provide better specification and a little bit of a better camera with the kind of pricing they have done with. Before ending this video, if you are from Bangladesh and planning to buy any of this smartphone, just go ahead and visit Sumash Tech. They are probably the best and the most reliable smartphone seller in Bangladesh. Go ahead and check them out guys, the links will be in the description. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. Asha kori abaro dekha hobe.